Apologise to my mum.
Sorry, V. Love ya. Oh, God.
So she makes that joke to herself.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said it, because I know I can.
Introduce yourselves and say you're watching Toasted, please.
Hi, this is Nothing But Thieves, and you're watching Toasted.
They're not allowed to join?
No, I like it when
Well, we can do one all together if you want.
No, I feel like if you do it together, it's a bit boy band.
It's a little bit boy
It's like
band, isn't it?
Westlife.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Amsterdam.
Hello. How you doing?
Thanks for having us.
You too.
You had a smashing blouse on today.
Thank you very much. Again.
Rinsed.
Joe got bullied last time he was here.
No way. How
It
come?
wasn't here. It was in Madrid. Yeah, to the piss out of my shirt.
Yeah.
It's a nice
I
shirt.
love the shirt, actually. Hey, guys, enough about shirts. The second album almost out, September. First one was out in October 2015. That leaves you almost no time to write, record, and produce the record. How did you pull it off, first of all? And then, congratulations, because I think it's better than the first one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We do too. Basically, we just didn't stop working. We were touring from the gap of the first album pretty much until recording the second album. So we wrote on the road pretty much every.
It's a rare thing, because not a lot of bands can do that, actually. I mean, the Beatles wrote all their stuff on the tour, but a lot of bands need to take time off to do this.
I don't think anyone wants to, do they? We just had to. It's a necessity, and we got through it, and yeah.
I actually, personally, I get so bored when I'm not like writing or like just sitting at my Mac, just making sound. So like I was thriving off that, and then the boys were like, Joe's always like making like notes of lyrics. Like you should scroll through his notes. It goes for about 4 years until you get to the bottom of it. It's great. And then we would just be meeting up like in the back lounge of the bus and just sit there for a few hours each day when we were having breaks, or if we were travelling through like the middle of like, you know, bumfuck Arizona. Can I swear? I just did.
I think I just did, so that's okay.
Oh, that's all right. Fuck it. Anyway,
Bumfuck Arizona.
Yeah, that's a legendary place.
yes.
The band's been there, actually.
Yeah, it's a great spot, some good venues. Anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought, but yeah, we were writing a lot on the road, and we were just making sure that when we got back to the UK that we had a bunch of songs ready so we could go straight into the recording process and not get caught out. So.
Wow. This first single, Amsterdam, out. Of course, we are in Amsterdam. The song is about people just staring into their phones, not able to reconnect or connect to other people. What does it have to do with Amsterdam?
Well, the Amsterdam part of that song was really pining for a place that you loved and was away from that whole tour experience. So Amsterdam is just a place that we all love collectively as a band. And I mean, I said the other day, it's song logic. You can kind of do what you want in Amsterdam. It just fit.
Well, he completely said it. Yeah, somewhere that we've all found happiness individually and collectively. I'd say.
I think we can answer this question in any way, and you just have to agree. So yeah,
Unless you slag us off, of course.
that is true. We won't be doing that. That's your job. We're talking about Joe's t-shirt. So.
Hey, the song's going really well. A video is beautiful, shot in the Ukraine. It's kind of challenging recording a video in a war zone, right? Of course, it's a big country, but I mean...
Yeah, you can't say too much. We got in trouble because we said too much about what they were doing in the factory, I think.
It was completely my fault. I just said the wrong thing.
Like, this is a nice place to play, don't mind the nuclear warheads in the back or something.
It was something along those lines.
That,
It
but it
wasn't
was
actually
close.
that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we got told off. We got a bit of a slap on the wrist. So.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, shooting in Ukraine was... We'd only shot
It was
abroad
good, though.
once before in Barcelona, am I right? So we went to Ukraine, we found this amazing location, the dancers were phenomenal, and when we got back and saw the first edit, our minds were blown, because normally you get back and it's not quite as good as you imagined it was, but this was the other way around, and we were all really, really chuffed with it.
Hey, a song that I loved is Design. I love the nudge to Kashmir in the middle.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
We were touring for ages, as I said, and when you play live for that long, it kind of bleeds into what you're recording. So we wanted something rocking, we wanted something that was going to translate to live straight away, and that song definitely does. We started playing it from last November, didn't we? It was one of the songs that we really wanted to put out there before the album was out.
Yeah, we absolutely love that song. I think
The Kashmir part, of course, it's not exactly Kashmir. I think it's like it's a heads up to the song, maybe, you know.
Yeah, we're huge Led Zepp fans, and I think you probably play that riff in about 20 different alternations.
Yeah.
And that's the closest to not ripping it off.
Yeah. I think that was one of the first tunes that we wrote for this album. It was definitely early on, and we were in some sort of basement studio in central London, and we came up with like, it was more of a instrumental track, wasn't it? And then we started just to mess around with it, and then by the time you get to the end of it, it just feels like your face has been trampled on. It's great.
I think it's an outstanding track. It's actually the stuff that people. I mean, we only have like 5 songs as journalists.
Yeah.
Is it representative of the album? Or do we get like 20 other songs that are completely different?
Well, it's the same. What I always say is that we don't pigeonhole ourselves whatsoever. So when we come to write a song, say we wrote 20 to 30 to 40 songs for this album, every song has its own place and every song is different. So the 11 tracks are on this album. Each have their own space, like the first album in a sense. But I think you said to me the other day, we've stretched those boundaries even more so on this album. So what you heard last time, and say there's a ballad or there's a really rock song, those songs on this album have been stretched even more so. They've been extrematized. Is that the right word?
I'd say in general it's probably more of a rock album than the first one. So there are songs like Design. I mean, Amsterdam, obviously a big rock song. There are a few others, yeah.
Another thing I found on your social media, a picture of a Hong Kong resident called Gon Wong.
Oh, Battle the Music.
Oh, that was you, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Believe it or not, we have a lot of spare time, and I found myself like sort of just googling names that sounded sort of phonetically similar to the end of our lyrics, and I was like, okay, Battle the Music is all Gon Wong. Is there a possibility that there is someone potentially Asian, I don't know, that has that name? And then we landed on him. He never got in touch, never reached out to us.
He could have got free tickets, didn't want them, I don't think.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. There was another one which was his name was See You Again, which is nice. So that was touching for If I Get High. But what else do we need? If you see any more, please let us know.
I will. Hey, there was a lot of teasing going on online about the gig as well here. People could show up to a certain coordinate and get some free tickets. I love that stuff, and love the fact that you're playing in a small venue tonight. It holds maybe like 500, 600 people, I think, which is way too small for you guys. Who came up with this idea, actually? I think it's fantastic. You did it in York as well, right? I mean, there's a couple of shows like this.
Yeah, all around the UK. It's an underplay tour, so we wanted to go back to the start where we would play shows 4 years ago. And I think it's really important for bands to do that and actually make the effort to tour those little places again and reconnect with fans on a smaller level, for sure.
Isn't it addictive to play like bigger and bigger shows? Like, I mean, 50, 60,000 seaters.
Yeah.
Getting back to 400.
I think for us as well, it was a bit of a glorified rehearsal. We had to get back into the swing of playing live. We hadn't done it since early December, so to come back in what we are now, June? It was like May, June time. It's like really, really difficult to get yourself back into that performance headspace. So yeah, it was important for us to do that, definitely.
Hey, some stuff that the fans made that I loved. You guys in the studio, then Connor with a fish, the band as soldiers and as McDonald's employees. You have some creative fans, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're a bit mad. Like,
It's just the internet, isn't it? The internet age, you can do what you want.
If anyone loses their mind and wants to lose it even further, I found something that I got linked to the other day on YouTube, which was called Nothing But Thieves on Crack. It's a 10-minute compilation of... I can't even describe it. Just go and have a look at it. And if you come out the other end, it was only released a few days ago.
What is it?
it's like clips of you dancing to Dancing Queen.
My favourite moment, what they've done is every time Joe,
How do they get into my bathroom?
every time Joe goes to introduce himself, they put John Cena. It's like
That's
he goes,
good.
Hello, I'm
John Cena!
I need to see this.
Mate, it's
Jesus.
great.
Back to the album, the artwork. What's it going to be like? Because of course we saw the artwork for Amsterdam, which is like of course your famous circle now in light, made in light. Is that what it's going to be?
No, we're about 2 weeks off from finally deciding on what it is, so I can't quite tell you what it's going to be.
Are you working with Steve Stacey again, or is it fuck?
Absolutely, he nailed the first album. We loved everything he did, all the single artwork he did as well. So
It's such a rich concept, I think. Geez, wow.
Well, I think that was the reason. The reason that we're taking so long on it is because the first album and a lot of the single artwork we felt was so strong and absolutely like married up with all the music and us as a band and the whole aesthetic that it was kind of a hard act to follow. So we've been going back with Steve, and we're really pushing him, and he probably hates us so much right now. But we're just trying to up our game a bit and make sure that we're completely happy. Because once you say yes to it, you can't go back and change it. So
I've seen a lot of the things he's going to be doing. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're really
Can't wait, because the first one, of course, was award-winning, which is amazing.
Yeah, no, the first one was brilliant, and he's great. And like Joe said, it was our idea really. What he's designing, but he's just smashing.
it's his style, isn't it? It's so unique,
and his vision on modern art and modern photography and all of the, like, our last album artwork looks so classic but so modern at the same time, and I think he nails that. I think he will do a great job. So like Joe said, we've got 2 weeks to wait, so we can't really tell you too much, but yeah.
Hey, what holds in the future for you guys? Glastonbury, that's what I saw, which is of course amazing. What stage are you playing?
Playing the other stage at 2:30, which is good. I can't wait for that. Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Just hoping the weather's good.
Yeah, which is it'll be inevitably shit, but after that we've got a lot of European festivals. Nice. We're coming back here, aren't we? We're doing Lowlands. It's actually probably one of our favourite Dutch festivals, or just European festivals in general. We did it a few years ago on my birthday. Actually, the whole crowd sang "Happy Birthday" to me. I'll never forget it. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be good to be back there. And then later on in the year, we're going to like America and stuff like that.
Back to bumfuck Arizona.
Oh yeah, we're very much looking forward to that.
We've got Shanghai actually, which is the first time we've been
Yeah.
to China, so that'll be an incredible experience for us.
Hey, looking forward to you guys to see you guys play tonight, actually, which is going to be amazing. Looking forward to see you anywhere on this planet playing massive stages.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks so much for the music. Great second album.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Do me a favor.
Wonderful.
Great album.
Thanks,
See you
man.
guys
Cheers.
again, man.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Good to
Thanks.
see you again.
Very good.
Funny
Thank you
stuff.
so much. Cheers.